Hello everyone, I'm Akanksha Sharma. I welcome you to the channel English Only Zone. Today I'm here to explain another beautiful poem, Daffodils, which is written by William Wordsworth. A noted poet of romantic age, William Wordsworth has written many beautiful poems such as The Solitary Reaper, Lucy poems, and his last poem was The Prelude. The poems of William Wordsworth are much dedicated to nature because he was the poet who found an invisible bonding between man, nature, and God. Now, let's study a few points about the poet. No study of English literature is complete without a reading of William Wordsworth, who is perhaps the greatest of the Romantic age. We have different ages in English literature, like Elizabethan age, Romantic age. In Elizabethan age, we have William Shakespeare, who was a very famous writer. And we are studying his novel, The Merchant of Venice, in our course. In Romantic age, we have poets such as William Wordsworth, John Keats, P.B. Shelley, Robert Southey, S.T. Coleridge, etc. It was he who rallied for the use of everyday language, common people, and things in poetry. So it was William Wordsworth only who used everyday language in his poetry. Wordsworth was a great lover of nature, and this poem is inspired by a real life experience. So, what he experienced in his real life, this poem is inspired by that experience. Once he went for a walk with his sister and he came upon a view of a belt of daffodils beside a lake under a tree. He got inspired to write a poem on this beautiful sight. So what was that real life experience? That once he was walking with his sister and he came upon a view of a belt of daffodils. A belt of daffodil means a long queue of daffodils. They were beside a lake under trees and he got so inspired after seeing that view that he wrote this beautiful poem. He told the readers in the last stanza of this beautiful poem that whenever he was sad or depressed, he used to remember those beautiful daffodils dancing because of wind, and they would lift his spirits. So he used to remember happy daffodils dancing because of wind, and they would lift his sad mood and he used to get happy after remembering them. The poem tells that the nature has restorative powers. The nature has the power to brighten up our mood. Now let's study about the poem. It's one of the most famous work of William Wordsworth. It shows his love for nature. This poem tells that nature fills our hearts and minds with pleasure. It helps us to forget all our problems. The nature helps us to forget all our problems. The poet was lost in the beauty of those beautiful daffodils. He continued gazing at them. Gazing means looking continuously. The poet was lost in the beauty of those beautiful daffodils which he was seeing in the field, and he kept on gazing continuously at them. Even later on, whenever he was sad or depressed, the memory of those flowers filled him with happiness and his heart began to dance with them. Even later on, after coming back to his home, whenever he was sad or depressed, he used to remember those beautiful daffodils, and after remembering those happy daffodils, his heart used to get happy and he used to begin dancing with them. The heart actually used to begin dancing with them. So before starting the poem, I want to tell you something about its origin, how this poem originated. William Wordsworth's brother, John Wordsworth, William Wordsworth lost his brother. His name was John Wordsworth. He was very much disturbed by this loss. Once he was going on a walk with his sister Dorothy and he came across a large number of daffodils. After seeing those daffodils, his mind got relaxed and he got inspired to write this beautiful poem. Now the very opening line of this poem, that is, I wandered lonely as a cloud, showed how sad Wordsworth was. The first line only tells us how sad William Wordsworth was because of this great loss. And in the ending, when you will read the fourth stanza, you will come to know that he actually got happy after seeing those beautiful daffodils. Now let's read stanza 1. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Let's see the word meanings of some difficult words. Wandered means roamed, roamed without any aim. Vales means valleys. Host means a group. Fluttering means moving quickly. And breeze means light wind. So here in this stanza, the poet says that once he was wandering lonely as a cloud. He was wandering without any aim, like a cloud that roams or floats over the valleys or hills. The cloud that roams or floats over valleys and hills. When all at once he saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. When suddenly he saw a crowd, a host, a group of golden daffodils. Though daffodils are of yellow color, but still the poet has written golden color. Why? To give divinity and richness to daffodils. To make the readers feel that daffodils were divine. So in this stanza, we studied that the poet was, once upon a time, he was roaming without any aim, like a cloud roams over valleys and hills, when suddenly he saw a group of golden daffodils. The daffodils were not actually of golden color, they were of yellow color, but the poet has written golden here. Why? To give richness to the color of daffodils. The daffodils were beside the lake. Beside means near the lake. They were under the trees. They were fluttering. Fluttering means they were moving quickly, and they were dancing because of breeze. And what is breeze? Light wind. Light wind was blowing and the daffodils were moving quickly. It felt that the daffodils were actually dancing because of wind. You can see in this GIF, the daffodils are near the lake and under the trees. And you can see the daffodils are fluttering. You can, it feels that they are dancing. Now let's move on to the second stanza. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in the never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Now let's understand some meanings of some difficult words. Milky Way is the name of our galaxy. Never-ending line means continuous line. Now margin means bank and bay means lake. So along the margin of a bay means the bank of a lake, along the bank of a lake. Now glance means look, tossing means moving, and sprightly means full of life. So let's understand what is there in stanza 2. Now continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way galaxy. So these daffodils, they were shining like stars, as stars shine and twinkle in the Milky Way galaxy. At night when we see stars shining and twinkling, similarly the daffodils were shining in the morning time. They stretched in the never-ending line. So the daffodils were stretched over in the never-ending line. The poet felt that this line of daffodils, this belt of daffodils is never-ending. It is spread far away along the margin of a bay. So these daffodils were along the bank of a lake. In the GIF previous stanza, we have seen the GIF now that beside the lake the daffodils were there. So it means along the margin of a lake they were there. 10,000 saw I at a glance. Now at a glance, in one look only, the poet was able to see 10,000 daffodils. Now this is a rough estimate. The poet maybe or he might not have seen 10,000 daffodils. But still he wrote 10,000 daffodils. Here we have a figure of speech also. Figures of speech we will be doing in another video. So the poet was able to see around 10,000 daffodils in just one look. And what the daffodils were doing? They were tossing their heads in sprightly dance. They were moving their heads in a dance that is full of life. Sprightly means full of life. So the daffodils were moving, they were dancing as if they were full of life. So you can see that there is a lake and the daffodils are along the margin, along the bank of this lake. You can see how the daffodils are tossing their heads, how they are dancing. So this movement of the flower here, it means tossing. Now let's come to third stanza. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Now let's see some meanings of some difficult words. Outdid means excelled. Sparkling means shining. Glee means happiness. Gay means happy. Jocund again means happy. Happy or lively we can say. Gazed and gazed means kept looking continuously. Little thought means did not think. The wealth the show to me had brought. This lines means the wealth which show the view of daffodils. What wealth, the poet has actually earned after watching the view of those daffodils. Let's come on to the explanation part of this stanza. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. So the waves in the lake, they were also dancing. Why the waves were dancing? Because of the breeze. The breeze were blowing, and because of breeze only daffodils were dancing. And so because of breeze, the waves were also dancing. It means the waves were moving. But they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. But they, what is they here? They is daffodils. But the daffodils excelled the shining waves in happiness. The happiness of daffodils was much more than the happiness of the waves. A poet could not but be gay. A poet could only be happy in such a happy company, in such a lively company. A poet could only be happy. I gazed and gazed but little thought. So the poet kept looking on these daffodils continuously, but at that time when he was watching those daffodils dancing, he did not even think what wealth the view of daffodils has given to him. He was just watching these daffodils without giving a thought what he is actually getting after watching these daffodils. So you can see here the sparkling waves. The waves are sparkling because of the sunshine, because of the wind. And now you can see the daffodils, the shining daffodils. They were also shining because of the sunlight. They were also dancing because of the breeze. Now let's move on to stanza 4. For often on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood. They flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. For oft means often. Now vacant means idle or free. Pensive means tensed or sad. Flash means blink. And now inward eye means imagination. Bliss of solitude means state of being happy even on being lonely. So this is the meaning of bliss of solitude. State of being happy even on being lonely. So you can see the daffodils, how they are dancing. Now let's understand the meaning of this stanza. For often on my couch I lie. For often when the poet used to lie on his couch in vacant or in pensive mood, in free mood or in some tensed mood. Whenever the poet used to be free, he was not having any work to do, or whenever he used to be sad because of some or the other things. See, William Wordsworth was a poet who has experienced many losses in his life. He also lost his children. So he used to be sad. So whenever he used to be sad and idle and he was not willing to do any work, so he used to lie on his couch. So the daffodils, they used to blink upon that inward eye. They used to blink upon in his imagination. The daffodils used to blink in his imagination, and this was the bliss of solitude. This was the thing which make him happy even when he was sad. Even at the time when he was sad, he was lonely. Still, by remembering those beautiful dancing daffodils, he used to get happy. And then my heart with pleasure fills. And then his heart used to fill with pleasure, and it used to dances with the daffodils. It means the poet used to get happy after remembering those dancing daffodils. So you can see in the first line of this poem, the very first line, that is, I wandered lonely as a cloud. It was a sad line. The poet was moving lonely as a cloud that used to float on valleys and hills. Yes, but you can see the last line of this poem, and dances with the daffodils. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So you can see that after watching that sight of beautiful daffodils, dancing daffodils, how happy he got that all his mood changed from sad to a happy mood. So this is the beauty of nature. Nature always fills our heart with pleasure. So these are the dancing daffodils which used to blink upon his inward eye in his imagination, and they used to make him happy. So this was all in the explanation of this poem. If you have any doubt in this poem, you can always write in the comment section. I will answer you. And you can press the like button, you can share, and you can subscribe the channel. Thank you everyone.